There you have it. Now this. Welcome back to the shop. My name is Mario, and what we're going to do today is we're going to make a, you can call it a serving tray. And as you can see, this is live edge. What we're gonna do today, I'm going to do something a little bit different. Most people use an epoxy. Well, I'm not going to use too much epoxy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a design, and it's going to look like a volcano, lava flowing downhill. So let's get started. First of all, I need a mask. Actually, I'm going to put a cut on here first, so let me do that first. First of all, what I did is I drew what I wanted freehand. And then when you start to route it, the router wants to pull away from you. So what we're going to do is what we did. You go off about half the distance of the cutter to the outside, and you go from here to about that same distance. And then we're going to clamp this down. Here's what we get started. What you do is you slowly follow this line. Now we go to the other side, this side here. Basically, just the same as what you did on this side. You're going to follow this line. Now we're ready to cut these edges on the saw. Now I hope you remember to mark which side is right side and which side is left side. Make sure you got the arrows pointing this way so that you know which way this goes back on here. So here we go to get started. Left side here, this is the left cut. Let's get started. You can move this over roughly the thickness of that groove that you have right there. So I'm going to make a mark here. Make a mark here. Okay, 2 passes ought to be sufficient. Now we go to the other side. This is the main cut. This portion here that I didn't route out, I'm not going to paint it. Neither is this. This is part of the lava that's flowing downhill. Okay. Now I'm going to take this outside and send it down. I'll be back. Don't go away. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Chop. Today what we're going to do is we're going to finish what we started yesterday. What I did yesterday was I rerouted the scene where the lava is going to flow downhill. And as you can see, I left a couple of spots. So what we're going to do today is going to mix the epoxy to put on here. So let's get started on that. I'm going to use some gloves. I'm using a 2-part epoxy. Some people use a 2-to-1 epoxy. So that's a matter of preference. This is a little bit cheaper. Depending on what brand you use, they explain how to mix it. 2-to-1, 1-to-1, whatever. Make sure you mix this really well, about 2 to 3 to 4 minutes possibly. For this job, since this is a volcano lava scene, I'm using the granular type with the sparkles in it. Pour this slowly. Now I'm going to use the same cup for mixing another batch, only this time I'm going to darken the color a little bit. We're going to use red this time instead of orange. Notice that I have duct tape on either end so that the lava doesn't overflow. You don't want to lose your lava. So again, we're going to do this one more time. mix. Then we're going to add the color. Now we're going to mix a deep red. I'm going to make a mark here so that I'll know how much to add of each A and B portions. And we go back to our the epoxy here. This time I'm going to get a little creative. This time I'm going to add a little bit of yellow. So we're going to add lots of yellow. Bit of yellow here and there. Be careful you don't spill this on your equipment here, like I just did. Now, to give it a swirl like it looks like natural lava, here's what you do. You just try to mix the colors in there, okay, a little bit. They should ooze, and they should blend in with each other. I didn't have the brightest yellow. That's the brightest I could find. But this should look all right once it dries. Here we go, it's a river of lava. Now all we have to do is let it dry overnight so that tomorrow we can sand it all down, give it a full coat for the whole thing. If you like what you've seen, like what you've seen so far, give us a like and a comment, and see you next time. We're going to take off where we left off last time. What we're going to do is we're going to put one clear coat on this, smooth it out, and see how it turns out. So let's get started. First I got to mix my colors. Make sure you stir thoroughly for at least a couple of minutes. Looks like we're going to need a little bit more, so I'm just going to mix a little bit more. Looks nice and even. What we're gonna do, we're just gonna let it dry overnight. Hi everybody, and welcome back. Today what we got going here is we're just gonna finish what we started yesterday. All I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna put 2 handles on it, so let's get started. I'm gonna go approximately to the center right here. Actually, I better change this bit. There you have it. Now this can use another coat if you wish. You don't need it, but if you want to just get rid of some of the tiny little blemishes you might see here, you could just go one more time over it. So this is it.